Welcome to today's video. Make sure you visit podcastformarketers.com for more information. Over there, I have a really kick-ass course on how you can make at least a few grand a month on simple reoccurring revenue, right? And that's called Freedom Funnels. And make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel, man. I'm put out videos every day, so you don't want to miss what I put up, because I put out some pretty kick-ass content. And man, I always want you guys to comment below, man. I absolutely love all the comments you guys bring. Let me know what you're thinking. If you have any questions, I'm always in the comment section. I really love the community. Let's get into the video. Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to talk to you today about marketing. It's what I'm calling marketing levels, all right? And I wanted to show you why that I tell you to provide value, whatever, first, right? So there's different ways, and we already know that we went over this. There's different traffic temperatures, right? So I always talk like all temperature. Just reminds me of the detergent, right? So, all right. So we have different traffic temperatures. So you have cold traffic, right? And, you know, it's bone chilling, freezing cold. Who the fuck are you? Why are you talking to me, traffic? And then we've got kind of like warm, you know, I know about the product. You know, what do you got going on? Let me have some more information. And then we've got hot traffic. Yo, I really like Sonny T's shit. He's got a new course out. What is it? Let me go see what's going on. And you could pretty much say anything to these people, right? So I want to talk about why on the internet people are telling you to, you know, provide value first, why you should do a YouTube video a day. So let's go YouTube a day. Why you should, you know, put out a blog post and podcast first. And it's this whole like why you should have pretty much a funnel, right? So this is why should you have a funnel? What the fuck is going on with that here? So let's just put that question in. It's really ugly there. All right, so what the whole funnel thing is about, and I want to kind of take you through the levels of this to kind of make sense to you. Yesterday, Wilco DeCry did a video. It was really awesome. And he talked about how you should take your steps into going to Facebook ads. And the first thing he said is the same thing that I say, which I thought was really awesome, because he really gave some good value in that video. And he said that you should retarget people first. Because Facebook ads, and not just Facebook ads, any ad network, any advertising that you're going to do is not easy. It's hard to figure out. Talking to people bone-chilling cold about your product is not easy. So the first thing you want to learn to do, or you should do, is retarget people that already know you. So that's that whole know, like, and trust factor right here, right? So you retarget people that know, like, and trust you, right? And then that is going to equal, you know, cha-ching. So there's your first equation right here. All right. You know how mathematical shit looks really weird. So yeah, it's not real, but let's just say it is. All right. So you want to retarget people, and this is what you would call, let's just say this, equals low hanging fruit. Okay. So this is how you target people that have already been to your website. And so how you would do that is generate traffic, free traffic, like I do with YouTube, podcast, Instagram, Twitter. Generate your traffic, provide tons of value, right? And retarget those people that have spent more time with you. So if you use a tool, and this is what Wilco DeCry said as well, trying to half-ass pitch his product, you can't be mad at him about that. So if you use Connect, Retarget, and this is where he, you know, and I'm giving him some shit, some promotion, because I really like his tool, right? So I like his software. That sounded funny. All right. All right. So use Connect, Retarget. You can say they came from YouTube and they stayed on my site at least 10 seconds and they scrolled 50% of the page, right? So you can really target that low-hanging fruit. They know who you are. They've been on your website. They've hung out for a few seconds or even a minute, right? You can say that. They've listened to your podcast or whatever. They've clicked a few of your links or whatever, and then you retarget those people with Facebook ads with a product or even more value, right? Because they recognize the brand. They recognize your name. Like me, if you notice, I put my afro everywhere, right? So like some dude said the other day, the fro with the no. I like that. So if they see that afro in their feed, in their Facebook feed, they go, hey, that's Sonny, that's the fro. So now they look at that and say, what does Sonny have to say? Because they already know who I am, okay? So that's why people are saying deal with, and that would be kind of warm traffic, right? You retarget somebody that's already been to your site, and it's a lot easier to sell to these people, okay? So that's what warm traffic looks like. And once they purchase from you, they become hot traffic. Then you could just say, hey guys, I got some new shit. Check it out. Here's the link. Straight to the fucking cart. Sometimes you can do that. And they're just going to purchase because they trust you. They like you. They know that whatever it is, look, don't even pitch me, Sonny. Just give me the shit. Whatever it is, right? A lot of times you've done it before. Shut up and take my money, right? Whatever it is. So, you can do that with hot traffic, okay? So once you retarget people, then you start understanding, let me make a lookalike audience, right? And what that is people that are like the people that have already purchased from you and retargeted those people, right? And those people will be warm as well. Why? Because they understand your product. They have, like, in other words, if I told you Russell Brunson ClickFunnels, you would go, oh yeah, I heard about that. So I could probably target you with, no ClickFunnels funnel, and you'd be like, well, what the fuck is this? I'm interested. And I kind of know who Sonny is. Maybe I don't, but I understand what ClickFunnels is because I'm in the business, right? So let me see what this is about. That's warm traffic as well. And it's easier. It's, again, low-hanging fruit, and that's how you should be advertising. But I want to talk to you, and this is what this is about. I want to talk to you about cold traffic, okay? And here's where you want to end up. Okay, so there is levels, marketing levels, right? So let's just say this is your training wheels. All right, here we go. Here's my wife. Let's let her talk a little shit. So here we go. Right? And yeah, that's a little tricycle. She's laughing at me. All right, so you want to get a bigger giggle out of her? Watch this. That's a little kid on his tricycle there. See, I got a bigger giggle. All right, so there's a scooter. All right, so that's your training wheels, okay? And that's why we all these gurus, training. Yeah, that's it. Training wheels, right? I'm about training. All right, so that's your training, ing. Oh, dummy, Sonny. You can't teach us anything. All right, so that's your training wheels right here. This is where you start. When you start to get your lookalike audiences and you start doing a little bit more, now you can get off the training wheels and you can kind of, all right, here we go with the wife again. Whoop. Wow. Wait, that's a little. Hold on. I'm almost there. Hold on. That is a fucking car, man. Yeah. It's a car. The little door handle there. Is that not a car or not? I'm no drawing ass. All right, so now you're in the car, you're off the training wheels, and you're doing lookalike audiences. You kind of half-ass know what you're doing, right? But here's where you're going to have your biggest success. Here's where you don't have to provide value, and all you want to do is kind of kick ass. Now, let me tell you also about this like, once you're providing value, like once you get to the lookalike audiences, and once you're dealing with an audience that is aware of the problem or the product that you have, you can also do advertorials, okay? And I'm going to do a whole, like, class on advertorials. I've got this idea. Now, other people have done it before, but I'm going to kind of design it myself, where you just take a total blog and just provide, but it's the whole thing is conversion based. Like every page they go to is offering them a quiz or some type of opt-in or whatever, but it's legit information and pain points on the problems that they have, but it's an entire website. Now, I've seen people do advertorials, but they're kind of like, you know, it's like a blog with like 1 or 2 pages or 1 or 2 articles, and then, you know, the call to action. It's so fucking obvious that it needs to be written properly, right, is what I'm saying. But once you do an advertorial the right way and it looks like a valuable blog, remember that. It looks valuable, but the way it's written is really, really yanking at those pain points, agitating that. And the solution will always be the call to action, right? So I'm going to do a class on that. And it's going to be a free training as well, because that would be kind of like your warm marketing, going from Facebook to an advertorial, which nobody's really talking about right now. Going to an advertorial, okay? But now, what I want to show you is with your cold traffic and why nobody preaches this and why everybody's like, does it work? Because you can go to a sales letter directly. But how do you do that from Facebook? How do you say in this social environment, okay, when people are being interrupted, right? So we're going to call this, and that's what you have right now. It's called advertising interrupt. It's an interrupt, or excuse me, an interrupt, a pattern interrupt, but it's called interrupt advertising, where you're just kind of like disrupting what they have going on and then bringing them a service or a product, right? How do you do that? Well, that's when you kind of need to be on your A game, okay? And so that's what we're going to call this right now. This is your A game, okay? So if you were on a scooter, if you were on a scooter before and then you were in a car, let's just say now you're going to be in an airplane. All right, and this is a stick airplane, so my wife can suck it. All right, so, and that's like it rolling out. It's rolling. All right, so now she's gonna come in here and laugh. It's guaranteed. All right, so you're in like a jet at this point. You're really kicking ass, and here's where you have the multi-million-dollar thing, and why from these levels that you need to kind of take your time. You can go straight to a sales letter, but this sales letter has to be persuasive. It has to be an awesome headline that catches my attention. Okay. It has to have a sales argument explaining to me every reason why I should be doing what I'm doing. It needs to be a slippery slope, and it needs to suck me in and tell me everything that I need to do and emotionally move me to where I have to have this fucking product right now. And you have to do it from the beginning all the way to the end. And you have to make sure that when you write the sales letter, that some people kind of skim. So they have to get caught at any point that they hit your sales letter. And that's why you see people with the PS in the end that kind of like reads out everything, because they know people skim and they go to the PS because they want to see the price, right? So they know people come down here and they want to see this price. And in your PS and even in your refund policy and all that stuff, it needs to be a sales point, because they could have skipped and then they want to go back up and read. Well, what is he talking about in this PS? Like I said, you get blah, 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 blah. And they're like, what did he say? Let me go back and read it again. This needs to be assembled. You don't write a sales letter, you assemble it, right? And it's a little bit more complicated to understand copywriting to this level, okay? So once you get to this level, though, you're kick ass. You can do anything you want to do. You don't have to do videos every day. You don't have to provide fucking value. You just sell whatever you have and sell them. But it's not that easy for a newbie to do these things, right? So I have products that I just sell. That's it. There's no, let me provide fucking value. There's none of that. I just buy traffic. I run into that sales letter. People get caught up and they buy my shit, right? So I'm going to do this really quickly, and then I'm going to coffee break your asses. So here's your levels. You start with training wheels, providing value, retargeting from here, right? Once you understand that and you start getting good handle on sales, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to make lookalike audiences. You can do that on any ad network, not just Facebook, right? You'll make lookalike audiences and target people that are warm and understand what your product is. They are aware of the problem that they might have. And let's just say you're going to send them to advertorials that will, you're going to send them to advertorials that would really irritate that problem, let them know what that problem is. There'll be calls to actions all over the place, and there'll be a little bit of value, but you're ultimately trying to sell them. So that advertorial would give them a little bit of education, agitate them enough to say, fuck, let me take this quiz to find out if. So to give you an example, let's just say you told someone that, and I just read this, like 67 or 80% of the people in the United States are in a pre-diabetic diabetes 2. They're pre-diabetes for that diabetes 2, and they don't even know it, right? So you agitate that shit. And then there's a quiz that says, find out if you are pre-diabetic, right? And they would click that quiz, get the answer to find out if they are. You get that email address, boom, and you send them a fucking sales letter. You forward them to the sales letter right then while they're hot. They've been informed. They want to know. Now we send them to that sales letter, okay? So now that's stage 2. That's level 2, right? Now, the next level, this is your A level right here. This is A+, A-level shit. You've done your homework. You understand sales copy. You've been fucking around. You're studying or whatever. You've made a few bucks, and now you get it. And now this is your big idea. This is when you come up with your own guns. This is when you stop selling other people's shit. This is when you just have a big idea. You write up the product yourself, and you write a sales letter, and you purchase traffic or send out direct mailers, whatever you want to do. And you don't pre-sell any fucking thing. You don't offer any fucking value. You don't do anything. You just sell them. And it's totally possible to do that. But first, get on your fucking training wheels. This is the easiest way to do things. Okay? Retarget warm traffic. They should have already known who you are. This is why we put up videos. And then you build an audience and you retarget those people that have spent the most time looking at your products and, watching or reading your video, or watching your videos, reading your blogs, listening to your podcast, and then sell them products, right? The next level is a lookalike audience. It's a bigger audience. They don't know who you are, but they're aware of the problem, right? They're aware of the products that you might sell. Shoot to some advertorials and emails and so on and so forth, and sell those products that way. And then when you get the big guns out and you have the big idea, you're doing your research, you understand what copywriting is, and you just want to write a letter, understand what a sales argument is, write that sales argument or have somebody write it for you. Come with your big idea, and you don't have to do any of that shit from before. You can pick the coldest audience ever. They don't have to know your product. It's an indirect approach. They don't have to know what your product is. They don't have to know what the problem is. You're going to bring the problem to their attention. So it's just like the whole diabetes thing. Warning, the U.S. has a diabetic problem and chronic illness problem. Really? So if you're concerned about that, you're going to click on that. And then we're going to fucking catch them right there. As soon as they click, boom. So you don't go say, buy my diabetic kit to find out if you have diabetes. You don't do that. You tell them that there's a huge problem. You go indirect, and you don't even mention your product first. And that's what copywriting, that's what A-list copywriting is all about. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of why people are telling you to provide value. And you do have people that say, fuck providing value, I just want to sell the shit. Well, that's the difference in why people are telling you to do this, because it's the low-hanging fucking fruit. And if we told you to go over here and do this, you would say we're full of shit, because it probably wouldn't work off the top. You got to work your way to this top level. Coffee break.